Welcome back to Introduction to iOS Application Development at SSFS. In the last part of this project, we're going to add the ability for the user to add their own questions and have those questions be saved to the BaasBox server. We're going to create a new view controller for this, but before we do, we're going to set up a way to get there first. So I'm going to go to the main storyboard and I'm going to add a button to my home view controller. I'm just going to move it here, and again, I'm not worrying about constraints just for time, but when you're doing this, please make sure to add constraints so that everything lines up correctly. I'm going to call this add new question, and I'll put that right under play. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my assistant editor, make sure my home view controller shows, and I'm going to control drag and create a new action and call it add new question, making sure that is an action, and the type is UI button, and I'll hit connect. And then even though I haven't added it yet, all I'm going to do is I want to use the navigation controller to push us to the new view controller. So I'll do navigation controller dot perform segue with identifier, and it's going to be add new question, and the sender will be nil. Okay, so that's the basic setup. Now we actually have to add that view controller. I'm going to go ahead and put it above my navigation controller. Oops, go to my option library, or my object library, view controller. And let me go back to this. Then I'm just going to create a segue from my navigation controller to this. So control drag. I'm going to choose show detail. And on the segue itself, I'm going to give it the identifier add new question. So let's run this to make sure I get to my new blank view. So I'll hit Command R. And let my simulator come up. So I got it. Stop. Let's go ahead and run this to make sure that it works. You can see I have my play and add a new question. I'm going to tap add new question, and it takes me to my new blank view controller. So that works great. I'm going to go back and stop it. Now we need to add the elements that the user is going to need to add a question. And because I want user to be able to cancel and save the question, I'm first going to need a navigation controller or a navigation bar. Let me take my navigation bar. I'm going to drag it to the top of the screen here. I'm going to go ahead and add constraints for this so that my bar lines up. In fact, I'm just going to go to the fix add missing constraints. Okay, so I went down here to the pin editor. I'm going to add two buttons. Let's do a bar button item. I'm going to make this a cancel button. I'm going to make another bar button item a save button. And we'll wire these up in a few minutes. But remember, for a question, I need question text, I need 4 answers, and then I need some way to tell which of those 4 answers is the correct one. So I'm going to go ahead and add those fields. I need a text view for the question. I need, this will be answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4, and then this will be the correct answer index. I'm going to put placeholder text in there. This will be, and I'm going to put answer 0 just so the person remembers that these are 0 indexed. I'll make this answer 1. This will be answer 2, and this will be answer 3. And I'll make this one correct. Okay, let's go ahead and take out this text. I'll say put question text here. Okay, so again, let's make sure that all this works. So I Command R. Here comes my app. Okay, and I'm going to hit add new question. And I see all the information here. But again, remember my cancel and my save buttons do not work. And so we're going to implement that functionality next time.